How's it going, dudes, and welcome back to Tales of Arise. And before we continue onward behind us, we have a little side quest to do. You want to know which lord I support? Why are you out conveying for someone? I'm with His Excellency. I don't. I. You probably know him better as Lord Balso. I know a lot of people consider him to be a giant brute. Believe me, I realize he can be an aggressive man. What those people don't realize is how much he looks after the members of his house. It's fair to say that House Teldes doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it will be the first to admit that.
Yes!
But His Excellency always stands up against any who wouldn't mean us harm. Of that we can be sure. His efforts in the Crown Contest aren't only for his family, but to improve the standing of each and every member of his house.
Yes!
I owe so much to His Excellency. I can never dream of serving any other lord.
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
I just want to change some settings around. Who do you support? Obviously, Dolan. Oh, I see you brought aides with you. You remember who I am, my lord? Surely you must, yes. Not only do I support House Quaros, but more specifically, his lordship personally. So much so I've been trying to share my appreciation of his lordship to any who will listen. Okay. Apparently this one captured your essence? Wait, I forgot to mention anything about his lordship's heart for collecting things.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
Wait, who is that? How's Valkyries?
What?
What do you want? Don't tell me you work for Lord Almadria, do you? You don't? Well, don't scare me like that. To answer your question, I come from a family that has served House Valkyries for generations. Indeed, I am doing all I can to support Lord Cannibalt behind the scenes so that he might emerge victorious. Many think him to be a cruel man, but I insist they utterly mistaken. Though I wouldn't deny he can be strict, he puts Renan's interest before front and center like no one else. Okay. They're trying to make me feel for these bad
Cannibal
guys,
was
but
so
too
horrible to
late.
people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else. Yeah. They're trying to make me feel for these guys. But too late. I already despise them. And there's more here.
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed. The effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
Yep.
Pardon me.
Why is she so angry? This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House. I have no idea who that is. I'll major ya. And so I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully regardless. Have you ever noticed how, in the history of Lenegis, only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Yeah. For what her brother to claim seat for herself. Yeah.
I guess
Can't
your
feel
willingness
anything for
to
her.
stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
So Almidra is just a bad person all in all. What is going on here? I can't go through there. There's only one way for me to go. Hello. Didn't notice you here. Cheap meat. Why not just call it mutton?
Ridiculous.
How loathsome. Oh, I was just reading it about Volron. Can I help you? I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Wagon. Was presuming he means Volron. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely would be, in my eyes. I hear he enslaves not only Danon, but his fellow Renans. We may live in society where the victor goes to spoil, but his actions go against what we as people stand for. Besides, just what sort of family line is this house emissary of his anyway? I never heard of it. Huh. The Volron's thing
Seems
there.
like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganath Haros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
I can't
On the
move.
contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
That is why.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you. Because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too. Falstaff and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that.
Right.
But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at
No.
all.
Being a Danon doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
Mm-hmm. How do I earn gold from that? That was a bit confusing how I earned gold from that. Would it just somebody just come by and give me some gold?
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
Yeah.
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfrikt Milgras, the former Lord of Cyslodia, if memory serves.
Oh.
So then this Hanfrikt whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegus?
I guess over Holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegus from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
Don't think
When you live here,
Rena
it's as if
actually
you're
exists
conditioned
anymore.
not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True,
Mhm.
but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renan by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Corps existed, remember?
With any luck,
Yeah.
the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Yep. I think it's that way. Yeah, it is that way, but I want to go this way first. There might be something. Nothing? Nothing.
Doe?
Okay.
Varia. Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still... kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
What?
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
I don't think that's accurate anymore, considering what he's doing. Okay, that was creepy. Something tells me we're going to fight her.
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Yeah. Although... still curious. But I guess we'll continue on. Ooh. Yes. Yeah, we just came from over here. Civilian parking zone? I know, civilian park. I don't know what I thought, where I got parking from. What is there gonna be seen? Okay, yeah.
Wow, this place is beautiful!
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man,
It's a
these
park.
Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority, and introduced her to Tarnagan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Yeah.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Dahnans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Where'd the others go?
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah,
Okay, he
I
just
think
came out of
so.
nowhere.
He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right.
Oh, those.
Alphen,
What was that about?
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
Anyways, I had a feeling we'd learn more about Dohalim and Shion coming here, but wow, that's a lot to take in such a short amount of time. I mean, we just got here not that long ago, and we already learned so much about Dohalim. And there's an
I see a
end.
medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Okay then. Let's talk to the supply officer.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Yeah, let's... Wait, I don't think I need to. Yeah, we haven't even gotten into a fight. There's no point to that. I think I can still save though. So give me a second. And off we go. Oh, hi.
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Here.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Oh, I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menencia. I
Ow.
command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Ow, there was only 3 over there. He smashed them. Did he?
It won't escape me.
Okay, that one. Come on. Did I just get rid of 2 of them? Alright.
Say no more.
Okay.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
We're supposed to go that way, so let's go this way instead. There's some Zeugles. Force Wolf and Alpha Force Wolf.
Can't get out of this!
Here we go.
Lightning Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth! Here I come! Stalagmite! No escape! Dragon Blood! Rending you a bloody howling!
Where'd it go?
Strike! Negative gate! Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! Severing Wind! Chill!
Alright. It happened. Not sure how, but it happened.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Okay. Geronimo. Oh, okay.
Little help! Freezing storm! Ice tornado! Radiant spear! Sweet now!
And boop.
Here I come! By the power of water! Dragon Swarm!
By the power of
Severing Wind!
Back without a
Force Slash! Rising Falcon!
Sweet astral energy! Whirling and burning!
Come on.
Here's a healing art!
2, 3,
Raging cascade!
and here it goes.
Flaming pillar! Fire!
Wait, did I just kill it? Oh no. It did freeze though.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind
Is it?
I'll leave it to you!
Here's evil! Freeze laser! Tempest!
Dragon Swarm!
Hit!
Severing Wind!
Reload!
Ow.
With darkness!
You're mine!
Here I go!
Slash! Dragon
Already.
Wind astral energy!
Slice!
Water astral energy!
I'll burn it all!
And
Fire!
don't know how much damage it actually does to it. It does enough.
Man, rising gales, tear you to shreds! First aid!
Elusive deity! Swallow blade! Soaring
Raging
charge!
cascade! Denied! In here!
I'm not done! I'm not done! Dragon swarm!
Almost gone.
This one's all mine! Rising falcon!
Heal my weary companion.
Thank you. Or not.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A hard-won victory.
I'll say. I could have just taken the easy way, but I had to take the hard way.
I'm in your debt.
Thanks! Take down their defenses! Engaging! Never in I'll burn it all!
Yeah. I'm getting used to it.
Flaming pillar! Fire!
Okay, that was weird.
Take this! Listen! Captivity!
Easy and snaring to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me! Void flash!
A scream bathed in blood.
Wait,
Take it! I'm not done! Slash! Dragon swarm!
Now!
did all the other guys already die?
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
So, I came from here, and there was something there. Give me a sec. Oh, okay. I mean, that's where I'm supposed to go in order to get to here. But there was a chest here, so back to where we were. Alright. Well, first let's get this. I had it. Come on. Brocade recipe. Charge!
Go no further!
Take this! You got
Ow.
Raging cascade! Healing circle! How long are we gonna keep this up for exactly?
I'll thank you! As it hurts,
Do it!
Thank you.
Now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
I wasn't expecting that. I legit was not expecting it to hit everyone.
Those
So that was
soldiers
a bit
don't seem to
weird.
have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the...
Let's dispose of the trash.
A whirling struggle! Corruption!
No, you don't.
Just
As if the normal capabilities aren't deceptive enough.
Ow.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
I was a little late with that.
I don't even know the word defeat.
My turn! You're mine!
Come on, Shion.
Fairy circle! Dragon swarm! Wind!
There we go. Still a large barrel.
Consuming wildfire! Glacial spear, pierce evil!
Here I come! Not a chance! Take this!
None shall escape my justice! Here's a healing arm!
Hold nothing back!
Oh yeah.
Swallow blade!
My turn.
I'll burn it all!
Yeah.
Flaming pillar! Fire! Here I come! Not try harder! Not a chance!
There we go.
Astral energy!
And down it goes.
That took more energy than I expected.
Eh. Okay, it doesn't want me to go the other way, but there is something here.
Enemy. It's shining.
It is.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Get as many as you can.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Ow, ow.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it out.
Glacial spear, pierce evil! Do it!
There we go.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Radiant
Yeah, we got rid of a couple.
A wailing Nancy of lightning.
Wind!
Do
We
it.
did it! Air pressure!
No
further!
Nope. Oh, okay.
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
Are we? Oh, yeah, there's like a lot of these things here. Wait, wasn't there like a console there? Or is it just me? Might have just been with me. Charge.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Now you'll learn!
Yeah.
If you hold out night, then you leave me no choice.
Explosion.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Green bathed in blood.
glacial spear, pierce evil!
A wailing Nancy of lightning.
I'll burn it all!
Sorry, I just wanted to do this. This will probably finish it.
Fire!
Yeah, that finished it.
Power of the blazing sword!
Well, that was a first. Actually finishing the battle with the Mystic Art.
Let's see what
Oh boy. Ow.
Try harder! Not a chance! I won't show you any mercy! I see one, eh?
Yeah, crush a shield. Thank you. Come on. Ow. Thank you.
I'll burn it all!
I mean, this works for me.
Flaming pillar! Fire!
I've been doing a lot this episode too.
A whirling storm.
No escape! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm!
I can do this all the time.
Okay, I'll set it free. Hey, and one's nearby.
Lightning Thunderblade!
Glacial Spear.
Take this! You're mine! Raging Luna Storm!
Okay.
Let's try harder! My turn! I'm not done!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm not
But a
even.
victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
My level's not even that much higher than the rest of them. I'm slightly overleveled for this place, but not that much. Teleporter? Yeah, teleporter. Where are we?
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Yeah.
Alphen.
How's this work now? Whoa, okay. And there's the door.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting.
Audio was a
Falcon's
little choppy
presence still
there.
opens the way. It would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
Whoa, what is going on there?
What?
What the?
That Elfin?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as
Why
the
does the
sovereign and
audio
maiden.
seem off?
How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway.
Wait, didn't we
So-
see this season already?
What's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
That was weird.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
Yup.
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No,
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of
That's
knowing.
Good question.
Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all.
It was.
So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Yeah.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Well, if that shiny spot means anything, means there's gonna be a boss fight. Which we're gonna do in the next video. So if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. And if you're new, subscribe. Don't forget that bell. And thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next video.